Welcome, recording in progress. Welcome anyone who is hopping on live and anyone who is watching the recording. Thank you. We are going to talk to Tammy Neely from ISSA first, and then we will talk about Fitness Fest and any questions you have, and just kind of go through a run through. But ISSA is our sponsor for our career panel, and Tammy Neely is going to be on that panel, among a few other managers of clubs and things like that. We're going to talk about the Career Connect, their great program in a minute. But Tammy Neely is the VP of Communications for ISSA, and she lives here locally. And I don't know if you guys all know this, but ISSA corporate headquarters is actually in Arizona. They're in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Tammy, I want you to welcome. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for being part of the career panel, which is just in a week, Friday, April 17th. We definitely should know those dates. If no one has, anyone has not signed up for the career panel yet, or has not signed up for Fitness Fest, there is still time at fitnessfest.org. And so, Tammy, we'd love to hear more about what you do for ISSA. But first, because we were talking a little bit before, you've got a little interesting history of what you used to do, and that sounds pretty exciting. So tell us a little bit of that first, and then we'll get into the other stuff.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, Janice, for having me. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm really looking forward to next Friday's event. So I'm the Vice President of Communications, and if you roll it back all the way to the beginning of my career, I've always been working in communications. I began my career working in the WNBA, and then arena football, and then NASCAR before I get what I called like a big girl job and went to work for like a corporation. And so I've really loved being part of helping tell the story of athletes and teams. And I think of myself as a storyteller. So not necessarily Tammy's stories, but in whether it's working for a team or working for ISSA, I have the unique opportunity to interview on the sports side, the players, and then share their stories. But with ISSA specifically, to interview a lot of our grads and students going through our programs and to understand what brought them to fitness, what they're hoping to achieve when they get their certification, and how they want to impact their communities and lead their communities to wellness. So I'm super fortunate that I get to every day have the opportunity to speak to someone new and learn about their experience and what brought them to fitness. There's so many people that work behind the scenes, whether it's on engineering or sales or, you know what I mean? All the people behind the scenes that might not interact with fitness professionals every day. So I consider myself very lucky that I have that opportunity.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what else so do you work remotely, or do you go into the ISSA office?
So we are a fully remote workforce. So any opportunity that I can get out in the community and meet with people, or we do have a lot of employees here in Arizona where I can meet up and work with them. I get so much energy from working with others.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to be able to do remote, but it kind of gets to be a lonely place sometimes. And I mean, obviously you're a people person and you love to talk to people, and it's great to talk to people on Zoom and in the phone, but when you connect, and that's what we love about Fitness Fest, of course, is the energy of in person. Of course, at Fitness Fest, but like you said, when you get to actually meet with, whether it's a new person you talk to or your coworkers, it's just that different kind of energy that you get. So you talk to different people. Do you talk to like club owners or managers, or just interested people in getting certified?
I've talked to club owners before. I've talked to executives at major fitness brands, really helping to tell their story and how ISSA has helped them, whether it's through hiring, whether it's through training opportunities. So it kind of runs the gamut of who I get to speak with and interview. But then I either turn those into success stories for our blog, or we may work with them and create video content with them. Because what we want to do is we want to take someone's story and help inspire other people that they might see themselves in those individuals and be inspired to pursue an education and ultimately a career in fitness.
Yeah. And how long has ISSA been in operation? How many
Since
years?
since 1988. So we're coming up on
Oh,
our 38-year
wow.
anniversary.
I don't think you were always in Arizona though, were you? Or were
No, the
you?
company began in California.
Okay. Yeah. And like everybody else, they're moving to our state, right?
Yes. Exactly.
And you're a pretty big company. Do you know how many employees you have? And I know there's just a lot of different facets of your company, but
I believe we have just over 200 employees
wow.
today.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. And then I know that I can tell us a little bit more about ISSA, the specialty certifications. I know you have a lot, so tell us a little bit more about the operations and how
Yeah.
about their certs, your
Yeah.
certs.
So people who don't know, we're the online education company for fitness and wellness professionals. I would say our core product feature that people come to us looking for is our certified personal trainer course. So it's you go at your own pace. You don't have to go to a live classroom. You study at your own pace. There are quizzes throughout the modules. Um, and then you can take an open book exam. And it's not just like we want you to pass an exam, we want you to understand real world applications. How do you work with different types of clients? And so there are different modes within the course where you're having to interact, if you will, within the course with different types of people.
Hmm.
So it helps position you for what it's going to be like in the real world as a personal trainer. So that personal trainer course is what a lot of people come to us for to begin. And then you can begin stacking your credentials, if you will. Once you're a personal trainer, could you make more money if you had a nutrition coach certificate? So then you could layer that on. We have a strength and conditioning coach program. We have a bodybuilder program. We have a senior fitness, a youth fitness, online fitness, health coach. We have over 50 different certifications and specializations. And we know that you have to continue with continuing education units to renew these certificates every year. So we also offer a series of those as well.
So internally, you offer CECs, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's 2.0 that we need every 2 years. Is that correct?
I believe so, but I am not 100% certain because I'm not on that support side.
I think Lisa knows. She's the one who has to submit all that dang paperwork to ISSA and NASM and ACE for all.
Okay.
So I think it is two, right?
Okay.
Lisa? Isn't it 2.0 for?
Actually, ISSA says 20. We were awarded 20 CECs
Oh,
by
okay.
ISSA this year. I think you're one of the only organizations that don't do the decimal system, but that's great.
Okay. 20 sounds right. That's why I was
Yeah.
unsure about 2, but 20
Yeah.
sounds
So
right.
if you know, like the NASM and ACE does it too. Yeah, they do the decimal, drives us all crazy because we cannot do math anyway. Like, why? Who made that up? We know it was a man, right? So I forgot that you don't do the decimal. So 20, you need 20 every 2 years. And I assume you have to
Every
have,
3 years.
oh,
Every
three, you're
3 years
three.
with ICE.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something I just learned.
Yep.
So yeah, and does that go for any of the specialty certifications, and obviously including the personal training, like the nutrition? Is it all
I'm
20
gonna I'm
years?
gonna say I believe so, but let's confirm with our support team before you say Tammy said it's only
Yeah,
3
yeah.
years
No,
to-
and I know this isn't your, no, this isn't your, this isn't your job, man, but so I'm throwing you there. So um and then so you and Connor uh
Yeah,
are going to both be on the panel. And Connor, what's is his title at ISSA?
I believe he's director of growth marketing.
Okay.
Yep.
All these fancy titles you guys have. Yeah. So you're both going to be on the panel, and tell us now more about Career Connect, which is an amazing program. And I think you can explain it definitely better than I can.
Okay. So let me take a step back before I get to Career Connect. So what we are most proud of at ISSA is that I shouldn't say what most proud of. One of the things that we're very proud of at ISSA is that we have a job guarantee. So we understand that ISSA certificates are recognized by gyms and fitness professionals around the globe. And we have a job guarantee that says if you complete the ISSA certified personal trainer exam, you take the NCCPT proctored exam, and you apply to 3 jobs in 6 months. If you aren't hired, you have to show proof that you went through the interview process. If you aren't hired, we will refund your course, what you paid for the course. So that's how confident we are that you're going to be hired. We're not job placement, it's a job guarantee. And so in order to take that a step further, we launched last April ISSA Career Connect, which is a platform that allows any student that is currently enrolled in an ISSA course or has ever been enrolled in an ISSA course, they can join Career Connect for free. Our gym partners can also join ISSA Career Connect. And what they're able to do is these fitness managers, these hiring managers at gyms and wellness centers that are looking to hire people, they're coming in and they're posting directly. I'm looking for 3 personal trainers at this gym in Memphis, Tennessee. And the ISSA students that are certified in Memphis can raise their hand and say, oh, I want to apply. I want to talk to you about this role. So think of it as like an Indeed or a LinkedIn, but you're not just getting people that are applying. They're like, oh, I want to work at a gym. You know, you're getting someone who's ISSA certified or on their path to becoming ISSA certified. And right now that's free for our gym partners. It's free for our students. What's also great is that students can go in there and they can ask each other questions of like, hey, I'm dealing with a client that maybe is coming off an Achilles surgery and they're having this struggle. Any suggestions on how I should coach them through this? And the community is there to support one another. Oh, let me tell you about what I did when I was dealing with a client like this. So it's a wonderful place for connection. And then the opportunity to connect people with real career opportunities is just been a beautiful thing.
Oh, it sounds amazing. And you're all over the country, right?
Yes, we are all over the globe.
I thought
we also offer
our, that, yeah, but I thought you might be since Kurt goes to Dubai.
Yeah. Our courses, all of our courses are offered in English. We also have our Spanish certified personal trainer, or excuse me, our certified personal trainer and our nutrition coach are also offered in Spanish as well for Spanish native speakers who want to take that course.
That's very cool. You know, it's funny that you say that about so I was looking for, I have a swim business too. I was looking for swim instructors on Indeed. And you would not, like you said, do not apply if you are not a swim instructor. And I'm a pet sitter and I'm like, hello, like what? Nothing is organized with their application or their resume and they have none of the qualifications. And it's such a waste of my time going through it. And
we remove that element in Career Connect.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I know locally that, correct me if I'm wrong, Lifetime Fitness.
It's opening two
and they're, isn't that crazy? And do you call them partners? Like
they're
partners. And EOS was recently landed. You want to drop some other names?
24-Hour Fitness, F45, Orange Theory, Equinox.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's great. It's just such, wonder who thought of it. and we're just learning more about it. And you're going to talk, you and Connor are going to talk more about it next Friday at the career panel. We are also going to have one of the group managers, Sarah from EOS on. We're going to have Tana, who's been at Mountainside for many, many years. She will be there. And Jessica Maurer is our moderator, and she just won Idea Leader of the Year, Idea World. So we're excited to have her at FitnessFest and as a moderator. And we're going to have a woman named Lori Karn, who works with special populations. And we're going to have Lauren Hops, who works at Adaptability 360 and works with people with disabilities. So we wanted to cover there's so many different opportunities and outside the box, older adults, people with special needs that we want to talk about. And then you and Connor, talking about Career Connect and getting more people to know about it is going to be amazing. So you can be an instructor or trainer, but you can also be a manager or a coordinator. It's just intertwined. I'm going to use that word.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else you want to add about yourself or about Career Connect or ISSA or anything at all? And then
No, I mean, if anyone's not familiar, you can learn more about us at issaonline.com. But I look forward to hopefully meeting most of you and speaking in greater detail on Friday the 17th.
Great. Any questions for Tammy before we go on we'll talk about FitnessFest and what to expect. Any questions for Tammy? Okay. All right, Tammy, thank you so much for your time. We will see you next Friday. Appreciate it.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so I think we're just going to we'll open it up for questions in a minute, but I wanted to say that if you are an attendee, if you're already registered, your schedule should have been kicked back to you. A lot of people were missing it, so I forwarded many. But if you do not have it, or if you have any questions about that or anything else, please email info@fitnessfest.org. Um, every uh, every Monday, all attendees get an email. And what's the heading of it, Lisa? It says, or Plexi, either of you will know.
Oh, for the attendee email?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Um,
Fitness Fest updates. Plexi got in the chat. She beat me to it. So it'll say Fitness Fest updates. I think it says like Fitness Fest 2026 updates. So if you're not getting that every Monday, check your spam. It will tell you what to bring, where to go, when to sign up, that there's lockers, all that kind of stuff. So check in if a majority of people are attendees are checking in at 7 a.m. on Friday. Most people did full weekend. If you didn't, I'll talk about that in a second. So you'll check in a solid 30 minutes early. We are going to be packed on Friday morning. We're going to be packed. So I would get there early. We also have something called Rookie Rumble. Rookie Rumble is for people who've never been to Ability 360 and you want to see where's the conference room, where's room A, where's B, how do we get to the pool, where's the court, where's the expo, where's the conference room. Everything's pretty much all in one place. We've never had anyone get totally lost, but it is nice to do the Rookie Rumble if you're not comfortable with it, or find someone who's been there before. So that is going on. Parking, 3-story garage, or is it 4-story? I keep saying 3, but is it 4? Who knows? Anyway, it's big and it's free and it's right there. Many out of town people and even people who are local are staying at our Marietta Loft, which is about 3/4 of a mile down the street. You certainly can walk, but I would walk in pairs. And if you have a car and you want to drive other people, we'd love people to share rides, and ride together. So there's that. There'll be room signs there. When you check in, you will check in with, where's Whitney? Is Whitney on? Yeah, Whitney. Say hi, Whitney.
Hi, everyone. I'm
You will
Whitney. I will
Well,
be. What?
Keep going.
Okay. I will be at registration, so you'll see my face. You'll also see Lisa's face at registration. She'll be helping check people in as well. So you'll come to us and get your name badge and your conference bag, and then you'll be on your way to have the best day ever.
Yep. So you will check in with Lisa and or Mabel and or maybe Val and Whitney. And if you don't have your schedule, if you have any problems, we've got customer service. This is our goodie bag, sponsored by Naboso. You will not be able to miss us because miss yourself because it's quite the bright color. So you will get your goodie bag. You will bring your schedule. We will not have your schedule for you. That's why we're making sure you have it. And you'll get your goodie bag. We have lots of free samples going on that we got donated samples. And we've got a passport, which is I don't know, let's call it a 3x5 card that if you go to every booth in the expo, we're giving away amazing price. Oh, we should have mentioned this when Tammy was on. ISSA is giving away 2 free certifications, one at the career panel and one at the expo. Mabel, why don't you hop on? Mabel is our expo manager, and tell us a little bit about the expo and a few of the vendors that are going to be there.
So we're going to have Triple AI, which also offers certifications. We're going to have water fitness equipment, Aqua Ohm, Hydro Revolution. If you are in the market to get yourself a new pair of water bells, you should come prepared because they'll have some available for you. We have Sprint Aquatics if you're looking for some foam bells. Noboso will, of course, be at the expo, and they will be having some of their products there. And we also have Prissy Missy, which is fitness attire, athleisure wear. So they'll be there selling some of their items. We have red light therapy. So if you want to take a little break and go and get yourself some red light therapy, help decrease some of that inflammation, maybe from all that walking or all that sitting, or from working out the day before, head over to the red light therapy booth. We're gonna have a couple of other. Oh, we're gonna have Wild Horse Health, and they are going to be offering things like cupping and other health and wellness options at their booth. For our raffle, we have some great prices. A lot of our vendors are offering different products, like products that they offer, like Aqua Ohm is going to be offering giving away a product. We have, let's see, Naboso is going to be giving away a Neuroball and a Neurostick. Let's see. Sprint Aquatics is going to be giving away a Sprinter flotation belt. If you're looking for one, then keep an eye on that. And we've just got a few other items that our wonderful vendors are going to be offering for the raffle. So get your passports. Visit all our vendors. Get your passports punch hole, and then you'll be entered into the raffle and be up for winning one of these amazing prizes.
Yeah, and including the ISSA one too. And we will also have a FitnessFest booth, and we are selling bender balls in 4 amazing colors. We're selling Rolga foam rollers. We're selling I already said some great exercise bands. They're called Flex cords. Tricia Murphy Madden will be using them in her workshops. We have the mini tramp workouts with Sabrina, and she's going to be there for the first time. She's coming all the way from New York City for us, and so she'll be selling her mini tramps. We're just going to be selling weights and kettlebells for a really good price. I just found out, Mabel, just an hour or so ago, that they're actually going to be able to sell some weights too, and their kettlebells are already at Ability 360. Whitney and I found out, so.
And their weights are super cute.
So nice.
Very, very good looking workout weights. So
yeah. So lots of things in the expo, lots of prizes to win, lots of we got to tell you about the food. First of all, I had one comment a couple months ago that said they come because of the coffee truck. So coffee truck will be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. We're so proud and excited about our 2 food vendors this year, because we think they're better than they've ever been before, because they're very, very, very healthy choices and really unique stuff. You can have something as heavy as a chicken and rice bowl, or you can just have protein balls. We have breakfast there. They have like just something you can take and walk with you if you want, like an egg. I think it was an egg sausage sandwich, right? Yes. I think that's, yeah. And then protein balls, I think juice, healthy juices. So lots of choices right on the expo floor, because it's called Forced Family Fun. We don't want you to leave. You won't want to eat. You won't have enough time to leave. So everything will be all in one place. Bring your reusable water bottle. And there's water stations there. So before I keep going, Lisa, I'd love you to introduce yourself and say where you'll be floating around.
Hi, my name is Lisa Cargill. I am the presenter and sponsor liaison / manager. I'm also the person responsible for getting continuing education credits approved for FitnessFest. And maybe should I speak about that real quick, Janice?
About what?
About CECs. You guys are probably wondering. It's been in our attendee letters, but if you're wondering how to get the CEC certificate, a survey is going to be sent out to you right after FitnessFest, and just fill the survey out for us. It's quick. Just asks you questions about how'd you like FitnessFest? What can we do to improve moving forward? And then you'll get your CEC certificate and grid emailed right to you. Yeah.
And if you have any questions about how many CECs you do get, go to fitnessfest.org, scroll down, frequently asked questions. There's the address, there's the facility, and there's the exact, for example, ACE. I'll
put it in the chat too. I'll put the weekend credits in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. I just found out today it was 2.1 from ACE because Robert just asked me and I'm like, yeah, you get 1.9. And he goes, well, how can I get the other one? I go, first of all, you don't need the other one because you need CPR. But then I looked, I'm like, oh, ACE is giving us more than you need. But if you are doing the full weekend and you're certified with NASM, ISSA, ACE, AFA, FitnessFest, AEA, you will get all your credits. So, but again, you can go to fitnessfest.org and get all that information too. So thanks, Lisa. And Christina, are you going to show your face and tell us who you is? There you is.
Hi, my name's Christina. I am the volunteer coordinator and just kind of run around and move equipment all weekend long. So you'll see me running around. Wave.
Wave as she wins right by. We have got a great volunteer staff. We had a volunteer meeting last night. We have like 18 volunteers, and Christina is in charge of the volunteers, and she really is so organized with making everything work and making those guys and gals move it. And they work hard. They work all day long, moving chairs, moving equipment, and there's not much time in between for some things. So we push her limit. We push Christina's limit. And so, yeah, thank you, Christina.
I couldn't do it without the volunteers. So
Yeah.
We love them.
We couldn't. And Plexi is here from the Philippines. She's not here, but she's here in the Magic Square. And Plexi is our social media manager, and she's in on all our crazy meetings too. And Plexi, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi everyone. I am Plexi. I am FitnessFest social media manager, and I'm the one making sure that you're getting all the emails, all the info that you need for FitnessFest. So just in case you miss any of the emails, just email Janice or info@fitnessfest.org so we can send you the information you need before FitnessFest 2026. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you, Plexi. Yeah, and that's important because we've been sending out, Plexi is in charge of the email blasts, and we send now that it's close for the past, I think, 4 weeks, we've been sending Monday attendee emails and what, like I said in the beginning, what to bring and what to bring, where to go, when do I check in? So it's important that everybody gets that. And everyone has their schedule. Like I said, a lot of people said, I don't know where my schedule is. Some people signed up 4 months ago. So happy to resend it. But if you email us the day before we're there and you say you don't have your schedule, somebody might get a little irritated with you. So if you don't have your schedule or if you have any questions, let us know now. So I didn't say that out loud, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, does anybody who's on live have any questions about FitnessFest at all or any comments? Connie, you're muted. Connie is one of our presenters, a good friend of mine, been with FitnessFest for many, many years. Actually, if it wasn't for her, I don't think we would be here. So Connie, what's up?
How's the weather?
It's great. It's going to be, I just looked at it. I want to say,
I heard it was over 100 last week.
Oh, no, that was 2 weeks ago. It's not going to be that hot.
Okay. Well, and last year was cold. So I'm just trying to figure out what to pack tomorrow.
I think, let me look. I want to say I saw.
It's supposed to be 90 degrees on Thursday, 89 on Friday, 89 on Saturday. So it's going to be warm. Dress accordingly.
I mean, last year I taught in a sweatshirt at the pool.
You won't be in a sweatshirt. You'll be in a bikini, Connie. You'll be in your bikini this year.
Oh, Jesus. No, I will not be in a bikini.
And the low is
so many of the people come from other places.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice to know what to pack.
I think we'll put that in the email too. Although people can look on weather.com.
I know, but it changes frequently.
Yes, we will. So it's high. It's high. Like Whitney said, had the highs and the lows are like 65.
Oh, good.
65, 66, 67. So.
Well, and like I'm rolling in early, so I want to make sure I'm prepared.
And like we said in the email, attendee email, bring a sweatshirt. layer, and there is, if you want a locker, bring a lock. So
all good information for sure.
Yeah, you know what to do there. But that is the weather. So it looks like it's partly, I'm looking at the little cloudies in the sun. So it looks like partly cloudy, sunny. So it's warm, but it's not that. Yes, we had 105.
Oh, I know.
Weeks ago, and it was March. It was March.
Early.
We said, what is wrong with you, Mother Nature? All right. Does anybody else have a question? Good to see you in a week, Connie.
No bikinis, though, I promise. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Janice, and everybody else.
Lynn, any questions? I'm going to say good night to everybody, and we will see you next week. Bye.